Hello, you join us live at Google I/O. I'm Jake and this is Paul. And Paul, I don't know about you, but when I have a handheld mic, I find it changes my personality and accent.
Absolutely, Jake.
What things in the keynote particularly caught your attention?
Can we drop this now? Actually, I think I'm going to take this. I think for me it was Chrome custom tabs.
Chrome Custom Tabs, they were brilliant, yes.
You can have that back now.
Yeah, Chrome Custom Tabs, they were really, I mean, we've seen native apps do this sort of stuff so far with like web views, like they're keeping you within the app by using a web view rather than calling out into a browser. But this has a few problems, right?
Yeah, so I was noticing this with like the Twitter app, where it takes you to the Twitter web view, and then it basically makes you sign into Twitter again. So you're like signing into Twitter inside of Twitter, and it was like Twitter's all the way down, and I was like, this is bizarre. Don't want to do this. And Chrome Custom Tabs lets you break out. That gives you Chrome with all the cookie jar, all that good stuff. But it gives you the niceties of still feeling like you're part of the app that you were in.
Yeah, and I think there's a security element to this as well, because I don't know about you, but whenever I'm using a native app and it starts showing web content but within its own view, if I get like a login screen for something like Twitter or Google, I don't have the confidence that I'm actually looking at a Twitter or a Google property. It could just be any website that just kind of has a page that looks like that. And with the Chrome custom tabs, it kind of gives you the confidence that you're on the real web. You can find the URL. You have that safety and security.
Yep. So I think what else? We saw Service Worker is still getting a lot of love and attention, and obviously that gives rise to push messaging and notifications as well as a follow-on from that. And obviously, in the next year, I guess we might see even more things hanging off Service Worker, like background sync, maybe if that comes through.
Yeah, we've got background sync is in progress at the moment. I guess the main difference for this year is like, because I was presenting last year and I was on stage kind of saying, hey, we've kind of made a prototype. Look, it kind of works. Well, the demos kind of worked. We had some issues. And we're like, maybe this is going to be a thing. Hopefully we don't break the web forever. And so it's kind of been almost reassuring to see this year that people like The Guardian actually using it for push notifications. And we're seeing people use it to make the web faster. And that's kind of like, yeah, we didn't actually destroy everything. Go us.
Yeah, I think we've also been hearing a lot about performance, which obviously makes me very happy, and it's nice to see that that's getting a lot of airtime again at I/O this year. So we've been talking about Rail and stuff like that. And then Polymer hit 1.0, which means now they're production ready. What was that?
That was me trying to do 1.0.
That just does not look...
Have I got it the right way around?
No,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but it's just weird. Don't do it. It's weird. Unless I can get you in to actually sign for every single version of an app that goes 1.1.
Well, it's easier now, because when they were like 0.5.
5, 8. Oh, 8's fine, but try and do 5.
That's the wrong way around.
Yeah. Okay. All right, but in any case, that's really awesome. That means components hopefully starting to sort of standardize and settle down, and can start to make its way and move things forward. What else have you been noticing?
Well, there was the Photos app and their website, which is coming soon, which I'm sort of really looking forward to seeing what they've done. I think for me, it's just the web has taken another huge sort of chunk out of native in terms of sort of features and performance, but it's kept true to the web. And I think one of the things that we saw in the keynote was like Android saying, hey, we're going to do this permission model where you ask for permissions just before you use them, because then they've got context and stuff. And I was sat there going, yes, that's what the web does. We win for once. So I think we're going to see more of that sort of stuff in the year, improving the web but keeping what makes the web great.
Yeah. Awesome.